Let me tell you, I wasn't even done unloading the 2x4s from my truck when that squad car crawled up to my driveway, lights off, creeping like it was afraid of waking the neighborhood. The sun wasn't even fully up yet, just that kind of sticky morning where sweat runs down your neck before breakfast, sawdust already caked to your jeans, and all you can think about is finally starting the project you've planned for years. Building my own office right there beside the house. Permits in hand, every nail legal, every board accounted for. I'd done everything by the book. But the thing about doing things by the book, there's always somebody who thinks they're the author. And here comes Officer Daniel's boots barely hitting the ground before he's fidgeting with his belt. "Morning," he says, looking like even he's not sure why he's there. "We got a call about unauthorized construction." Oh, I knew exactly who'd made that call before he even finished his sentence. Because from behind my hedge with the stealth of a vulture eyeing roadkill, out popped Jolene Granger, HOA board secretary, neighborhood busybody, full-time, stick in the mud. She's in her sun hat and that damn clipboard marching over like she's about to uncover a national security breach. "That's him, officer," she yells. "He's building a structure without HOA approval. Violates Article 7, Section 4. Now here's the thing about Jolene. She doesn't just dislike change, she takes it as a personal insult. I wiped my hands, gave Officer Daniels my best. "Sorry, you're stuck in this circus look, and tried to keep it civil. She's been harassing me all week. I got my permits, want to see the deed." Daniels just nods, probably hoping this would be quick. Jolene huffs. "Officer, you don't need his deed. He's clearly in violation." Daniels holds up a hand. "Ma'am, I'll be the judge of that." We walk to my truck and I hand him the folder, deed, permit, survey, all of it. He flips through the pages. "You own this whole lot?" "Yep. I bought the extra half-acre from the guy next door." Jolene's face went tomato red. "That can't be right. The board never approved that sale?" I just laughed. "Didn't need your approval, Jolene. It was private. You were too busy complaining about mailbox colors." Daniels hands back my folder and gives Jolene a look that says he's had enough. "Everything checks out. He's got rights to build. Have a good day." And just like that, Jolene is left gaping on the curb while I get back to work. "Better grab a chair, Jolene. This office is going up fast." You should have seen the way she stomped off heels, clacking, clipboard shaking like it owed her rent money. Thing is, I knew that wasn't the end. Not by a long shot. 2 days later, I'm up on the roof frame tightening bolts when this white SUV, new expensive, I've got a lease and an attitude type, parks half on my curb. Out steps a guy in a polo shirt with the HOA logo stitched right over his heart, looking like he just bit into something rotten. He stands there, arms crossed, staring at my frame like he expects it to collapse from guilt. I climb down, wipe my hands. "You lost?" He flashes a laminated badge. "Nathan Price, HOA's Architectural Compliance Officer." I snort. "Didn't know we had one of those. Guess y'all are getting creative with the budget." He ignores me. "We received a new complaint about your build. The board has issued a cease and desist order pending review." He hands me a letter. Fancy letterhead. Legal mumbo jumbo. "All new construction must be approved by the board. You failed to submit renderings." I barely skim it before handing it back. "This isn't enforceable. I'm permitted. Lot's mine. HOA has no jurisdiction." Nathan's face is stone. "You're mistaken. The board amended the boundaries. Your lot is now community garden space." I laugh, can't help it. "So, you're telling me you redrew my property lines and didn't bother telling me or the county after I bought it?" He just nods. Special session. Emergency designation. That's when I step closer. That's called land theft. He warns, "We'll fine you $500 a day. We're also pursuing a lien." I nearly spit out my coffee. A lien on land you don't own for a structure that's fully permitted. Good luck. He snaps his folder shut. "You'll be hearing from our attorney." I grin. "You'll be hearing from mine first." That night, I dig up every parcel map I can find. highlight my boundaries, staple them to my deed, throw in the HOA's cease and desist for good measure, and hand the stack to my lawyer. Next morning, my neighbor Denise, retired nurse sharp tongue, walks over while I'm unloading drywall. Heard they tried to steal your lot for a garden, she says. They're nuts. She hands me an envelope, another fine $2,000 now, plus a threat to suspend community privileges. I laugh. They picked the wrong house. I file a formal complaint with the county for attempted fraudulent property claim, and my lawyer sends a cease and desist back at the HOA, demands they retract everything or get sued. Suddenly, the HOA maintenance crew is showing up in unmarked vans, sneaking around my fence, snapping photos like they're on a stakeout. One day, a certified letter lands in my mailbox from the county prosecutor. We're investigating unauthorized attempts by your HOA to designate your property as common area. Please provide documentation. Now we're talking. A couple days later, Alina Mendes from Real Estate Fraud knocks on my door. Professional smart comes, armed with notebooks and printouts. Seen a lot of shady boards, she says, flipping through my file, but redrawing property lines by internal vote. That's a new one. She tells me the HOA filed 3 complaints against me with the county anonymously, of course. I just raised my eyebrow. Let me guess. Jolene Granger. Alina just smiles. We'll need to interview the board. False documents, fraudulent claims, those are criminal matters. The next HOA meeting is standing room only. Denise is at my side. The board's up front, white-knuckled. I stand up, voice carrying to the back wall. This board tried to reclassify private land, find me threatened liens based on a lie. Murmurs, folks shifting. Price tries to talk his way out, but my lawyer Ben walks up, slams my deed on the table. This is the county registered deed. This, he says, flashing the HOA letter, is a forgery. Then Alina steps up. You submitted a fake boundary map to the county. That's fraud. Board members start inching away from Jolene, who just stares. Alina turns to the crowd. If anyone else got enforcement letters based on this map, contact our office. Half the room is snapping pictures of the evidence. After the meeting, neighbors are shaking my hand, slapping my back. Denise just grins. Told you they messed with the wrong guy. Next, the county investigator calls me up. We pulled the HOA's maps. They forged a city official's signature guy retired 2 years ago. Used a form that doesn't exist anymore. I feel my stomach drop. So what now? Criminal referral. The DA will contact you. That night I put up extra cameras. If the board was desperate before now, they might get dangerous. Next day, a sedan with government plates pulls up. Out steps Assistant DA Mark Holloway. Mind if I come in? He's got all my paperwork in front of him, and he doesn't need long to see what's up. We've issued subpoenas for board communications. If they coordinated this, it's conspiracy and fraud. I ask, what happens to people like that? He says if the evidence holds, they'll be in front of a judge within a month. That afternoon, Harold Kim, the HOA treasurer, corners me on the sidewalk. I didn't sign off on any of this, he whispers. They used my name. I was out of town. Jolene called last night, said if I didn't back her story, she'd pin it all on me. I tell him, you better talk to the DA. Then he adds, you're not the only one. Rick Vasquez, 2 streets over, they fined him for repainting shutters with the approved color. Tried to charge him $800. I just shake my head. That's not a fine. That's extortion. Pretty soon, the DA opens a formal inquiry into the board's actions digging back 3 years. More neighbors start coming forward, old letters, threatening emails, even audio of board members making threats. The next emergency meeting's in the high school gym because the clubhouse is padlocked for audit issues. Lisa Tran from the DA's office steps to the mic. We're conducting a criminal investigation. If you've been fined, threatened, or received bogus notices, stay after to give a statement. Price tries to shout her down, calls it a witch hunt. A dad in the 3rd row yells, "You fined my daughter for Halloween decorations." She's 8. The crowd erupts. Lisa doesn't flinch. We've confirmed multiple forged documents, including city signatures. That's a crime. Their lawyer, Victor Rusk, tries to stall, says he'll file for an injunction. Lisa's not having it. You won't be filing anything. Board authority is suspended. There's this moment, just one clap in the back, then quiet like folks are realizing the fear is gone. After neighbors gather out front, Rick's showing everyone his receipts. Denise has a screenshot from an old group chat, Jolene and Price plotting creative enforcement to drive out renters. Lisa Tran looks at the screen, nods. This is what we needed. Keep it coming. The fallout is fast. By Monday, Jolene's got a for sale sign in her yard. She ghosts every meeting and deposition. The DA charges her, Price and Rusk, with fraud, conspiracy, extortion, financial abuse of seniors since most of their targets were retirees. At the next neighborhood get-together, we're on someone's front lawn sharing food and music. Somebody asks if the HOA is going to harass me about my new patio. Denise laughs. What HOA? Everybody cracks up. A month later, under county watch, we elect a new board people with backgrounds in law and construction. Harold Kim's on it. I host free workshops in my new office, teaching property rights, city codes, how to read your HOA's bylaws. People show up because the truth is, those bullies counted on ignorance. They banked on fear and silence. But shine a light on it, and it crumbles. Just when I think it's over, I get a thick envelope from the DA inside proof the old board ran a full-on extortion racket laundering money through fake maintenance contracts, forging city seals, threatening folks with foreclosure. It's all there. Emails, traffic cam photos, bank records. Next thing you know, news vans are on our street as police haul Jolene and Price out in handcuffs. Rusk's memo about maximizing HOA leverage is on the evening news. More neighbors go public. A woman tells a reporter she almost lost her house over a $5,000 fine. A retired vet shares audio of Price demanding a compliance donation. The county freezes the HOA's accounts files, racketeering charges. The management company bails, and suddenly those who voted for the land grab but didn't profit are lining up to turn state's witness. By spring, Jolene, Price, and Rusk are indicted. A new charter is written, fines become community service board actions, need triple sign-off. The old power games are gone. Now we do mural projects and town halls instead of threats and fines. My office, the one they tried everything to stop, is finished bright and busy, the deed and boundary map framed right on the wall. A few weeks later, I see Officer Daniels at the hardware store. You made the news, he says, shaking his head. Not many folks stand up to an HOA and win. He laughs. Ever think about city council? I just wave him off. Had enough politics for one lifetime. As I load my truck, I spot Denise across the lot laughing with Rick and some others. No clipboards, no threats, just neighbors finally acting like neighbors. And the HOA defanged, exposed, replaced with something better. The cameras and the fear are gone. My office, the one they tried every trick in the book to stop, is still standing, stronger than ever. So let me ask you, have you ever seen a neighborhood like that, where the law wins and the bullies run out of tricks? Or have you ever had to fight for what's right? Right in your own backyard? Drop your stories below. Let's see where the real power lives out here, with the folks who refuse to back down.